this means where I scarf this thing down. Yeah, okay, I think that's the point, the right angle. Yeah, that looks like I got it exactly right. So, I am excessively frustrated right now. So I've been, over the past couple weeks, I've been sanding, used the bottom planks, used my scarf joints for the bottom, and I checked all my measurements for the bottom. So that's the bottom, it's all in a line. I used the sides, and I was doing the same thing. And there's my scarf joints right here for the side. And I just realized, this, you can see right there, I got it in line, but up here, I thought it was in line, it's actually 1/4 of an inch crooked, which over the length of 8 feet results in a good 1.5 to 2 inch separation. I can't break the scarf joint, that's not possible. I can't simply cut the piece out because then I'm back to put a butt block in, which I might have to do. But it also shrink the board, so I gotta. It wasn't square. I could have. Yeah, my square out. I used my square. I guess it just wasn't square. As you can see, size of the boat, the side comes out of the point. This is for the stern, and then the bow. Of course, the bow should have a split up front, and the stern has a like a planing component to it. So it should have a point here, and this is the top, so it should be inside. And what I did when I lined these up and I scarfed these bad boys is I lined up the point and the short end. The point and the short end. So the short ends were together and the points, the extended pieces were together. So in essence, I had made it so it was, this came out here and went that way, exactly backwards. I cut the pieces completely, but I didn't cut them wrong. I've scarfed them together backwards, and so what ended up happening was I ended up having points. The top piece I had lined up with the back piece, and basically I scarfed it together, sanded it down because I was ready to rock and roll and assemble the thing when I realized what I had done. So all my scarfing, this is my scarf joint. I decided I was going to try to, instead of using a scarf joint, try to make a butt joint. So that's a straight cut, and then you put a backing plate on it. You put a back, cut it straight, put a backing on it. So I did that. Well, that was the plan, at least. And I thought, well, the boat's going to lose a couple inches, and this is just a mock-up, so I could screw up. It's not that big of a deal. So then I got my square out. I started squaring it off. I'd square it, put a line, cut it. And this is what I got. And it wasn't square at all. So I cut it again, and I got a piece of that. Still wasn't square. So now I cut it again a third time, and as you can see, it still is not square. You see a gap through there. So I got cut off about 2 inches off the one side. It's not square. And I was also using my circular saw, make sure this is on plate. I'm using this thing. Dadgum. So I've been going under the impression that this little notch right here is where the blade comes through, or where the edge of the blade, right? So you'd line this up with the whatever line I'm following, and I'd cut it. Yeah, well, that's not how it really is. Hold on a second. If I line this up with a straight edge, you can see the straight edge actually is over there to the right. So this notch is a 1/4 inch off, and if you look really closely, you probably can't see it, there's a little button, a little knot that says, basically signify the blade. Which is completely damn useless, because as soon as I get any sawdust on this thing, I can't see the stupid dot. A moron thought this up. So anyway, so now that I've carved this thing all to pieces, I went ahead and cut the other ones back because I did the same thing on both sides. At least I was consistent. So I don't know what to do. I've shaved off so much off this one side. If I shave that much off the other side, if I have to shave 2 inches off that side, I'm going to shorten the sides of the boat a good 2 inches, which is going to make me short on the into the hull, because now I'm short on the hull side, so, or the bottom of the boat, which means I have to shorten that part up. This plywood costs about $9 a sheet. I have decided I'm going to get some new plywood. So we had a hurricane down here last month, Hurricane Irma, and then we had some more tropical depressions come through, and Home Depot and Lowe's have 0 plywood. 0. No plywood. No plywood in the whole damn store. Unless I wanted to drop $35 a sheet, which I might as well get marine grade for that. So I went ahead on other stuff and worked on my sled, built a new push stick. While I wait for the superstores to get plywood.